another place I'm looking at in New Glasgow, and the seller has a knob and tube in their place. Have you heard of knob and tube?
Old school.
Yeah, old school, man. So
Yeah.
so I don't want to deal with that. So I just like my realtor was like, I think they'll do the repairs. So we asked them, and then they agreed. So
Nice.
I
That's
know,
huge.
I know it's huge. So I'm like waiting to see how that plays out. Our closing. So what's crazy to me though is like, what is it? The almost like middle of the month now. It's like the 12th. So by the time we sign off on this and they know that everything's good, like it's gonna be like halfway through the month. So I don't think they have. And my closing date is December 1st. So I don't think they're gonna be able to finish the repairs in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. It doesn't sound like.
That is tight.
Yeah,
It's basically retrofitting the whole property to standards now.
yeah. So I think we're gonna have to extend the closing date, which is
With
good for
that,
me.
oh, well, it gives you time to save, I guess, and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't want to take it on too soon.
Yeah,
I want to leave time to like inspect it again and not do anything crazy, but still just give them time so they're not rushed. And
yeah.
and also I'm trying to set up a corporation so that I can avoid some taxes that they have implemented. So that's it's kind of short notice because I kind of like didn't really realize also like just the opportunity and stuff. I wasn't really prepared, so I'm trying to like get that corporation set up so I can buy the property under the corporation name. I don't know what kind of complications it'll include, but we'll see. We'll see.
That's definitely cool because then I believe after you set it aside for the corporation, are you gonna be staying there long term, or like over a year?
No, unfortunately not. No.
Okay. Then I think with the corporation, you're still subject to capital gains if it's less than under a year.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to be holding it a very long time, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything crazy.
That's awesome though. Like the tax benefits to having that under your corp is pretty big.
So I'm doing it for a very specific reason, but
Okay.
but I am definitely excited to look into like what other benefits there are.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to do it because there's a land transfer tax in the in non a non residential land transfer tax in that state or that province. Sorry.
Yeah.
So because of that, I want to set up a corporation in the province because I have like a bunch of family there. They help me with the place. So if it's beneficial to me, then I'm setting up a corporation and taking advantage of the fact that I'm like rooted in that province. So
Yeah. Is
yeah.
it a residential building or?
Yeah, it's actually a triplex, dude. I got my hand on a triplex for
Not,
185.
not.
It's
That's mint.
crazy. It's crazy. So the rent like it's gonna cash flow like on a good year like 5K that year.
Yeah.
So about $500 a door, which is crazy. Hard to
So
hard
three
to come
doors, I'm
across.
guessing.
Say that again.
So 3 doors, I'm guessing.
Yeah, 3 doors. Yeah.
Do you have parking?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, buddy.
Yeah, ample parking.
That's gonna be sweet.
One place upstairs, two bedrooms downstairs. The upstairs is a bachelor,
Yeah.
so you can hold like two families in a bachelor pad.
Are you like around transportation, like public transportation?
It's. I'm not actually familiar with the bus system. I know they got one as recent, but it's relatively close to downtown. Like if you walk maybe 15 minutes, you're downtown.
It's mint.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Probably
That's
probably less than 15 minutes to be honest, but yeah,
yeah.
it's a very nice. That town is just very underrated. Like it's just I don't know. It's where my family's from, so it's been around a long time. It has like there's like a coal industry like the next town over. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of beaches and stuff, so people kind of like travel there. So
That's nice.
yeah, yeah, it's a good area, and I hope like that it just like really pops off, and people are like, oh, everyone's gotta go to the new Glasgow. We'll see. Property value like goes
What's like
crazy.
the demographic there?
It's black and white.
Okay,
There's
like age range or
the age range is kind of like I would say it's an aging population, but like they got some schools that are like full, and there's families. There's a lot of
nice
people that just have been there a long time. Like they don't really like leave the town, so their family grows there and they raise their families there and stuff. And there's
generations?
yeah, generations, and then there's a few immigrants, but yeah,
Nice.
it's a small town. There's only like 10,000 people there.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah,
see.
it's a small town.
Is it like a touristy spot? You think?
Yeah, for their beaches, they have a lot of coastal area
Yeah.
in that area, and there's a bridge to not a bridge. There's a ferry that takes you to PEI. That's not too far.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
So
I've I heard there's really good fishing out around there.
yeah, exactly. So there's fishing. There's beaches. So water's
I've been
decent.
out there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's a nice area.
I think there's really good fish around Bay of Fundy.
Hmm.
I wanted to go lobster fishing around there one of these years.
Yeah, you should. Lobster fishing is great, man.
Yeah.
I think the
I've
thing
I've
is that you need time.
yeah.
Hmm.
Have you been?
No, my family is just like my cousins. Like my cousin does like fishing in the summer.
Okay.
I've never been, but like he tells me about it.
I've been trying to get G to go fishing with me.
Who? Oh, a girl. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so chill.
Yeah.
You know, you're all prepared and shit. You go early.
So you're gonna close the property within the month, I guess?
Well, we'll see. Like we'll see how the repairs go, because I don't know what that's gonna entail. Like I don't see them
I
finishing in.
don't see that happening in 2 weeks at all.
Yeah. So
And I'm
so
in Detroit, so
yeah. So it's all good. So we're gonna have to probably push it back. But that plays
I
out
mean
in my favor.
that would be yeah.
It plays out better for me because I can have more time to set up the property in my company's name and everything.
Did you get the ball rolling on that?
Yeah, I got lawyers working on it, so it's like I know it's like something you could probably do yourself, but I'd rather have like a corporate lawyer do it.
I'm I'm sure like with their experience they could probably figure some things out.
And they'll do it faster, right? Like, well,
Yeah,
maybe not
yeah.
faster, but just less stress for me, which I'm down to pay for.
Making sure you don't miss anything, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't want to do anything wrong. Exactly. It
Yeah.
cost me even
Good call.
more time.
Good good call.
Yeah.
I think interest rates are still going to be higher into Q1 next year, and market prices, are going to continue to dip next year as well. That's
Yeah,
what I've heard.
Canadian real estate's fucked, man.
Yeah, we were in that what they were calling it a bubble for a while.
Yeah, this is gonna kill it off, and I'm still expecting like even though I'm buying now like at these prices, and I was like setting myself up for like yo, what if I am paying like 7% interest, you know?
Yeah.
So right now things are at like five and a bit, so I finance my stuff like to make sure like I'm good if it really goes high next year.
Are you going to go variable then?
Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm not afraid of variable, like
Yeah.
whether you buy at the low or the top, like if you do fixed at the low, you're gonna pay a higher rate
Exactly, because you're fixed.
because you're fixed.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you don't really benefit from the lowest low, and then you can ride that up, and then you're. I mean, I feel like the average time that you're if you average it out, you pretty much almost get the same or better.
Yeah, if you average it out like that.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, yeah. I know
But
this one
everybody's
guy was.
different.
Yeah, he locked in about at 1.5.
Oh, nice.
So he's laughing for a bit now, but um, his is gonna expire within the next year, so he's gonna have a pretty big increase in the mortgage payments.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like these things don't last that long. So he get he didn't get a 5 year then, or he got a 5 year.
5 years, yeah,
So okay, so he got 1 point whatever percent almost 5 years ago.
yeah,
So yeah, so you benefit from that, and that's great. And you probably couldn't have done much better. Like variable rates were like almost or under 1% for a bit. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure, but you know, damn, like, and that's the thing. You get hit with like what happens when your insurance payment like doubles overnight. So
And you're not ready for it or whatever.
hmm I think they're gonna start introducing, and I've been hearing this a lot lately. Is people are thinking they're gonna introduce variable. No, sorry, a longer amortization period. So
Like
it's like
35 year.
yeah, 35, 40. I already see like when I go to
That's crazy.
realtor.com, I see 40 years
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
There's 35 years and probably 50. Which is even
Crazy.
crazier.
Um, well, that help lower the monthly payments, but then drag out your
Your payments for life. You're going to be like
yeah.
passing down mortgages to your kids.
It's interesting. I was reading on this little strategy to to help pay off your principal faster. I think it was called the 1510 or the 1015 rule.
Yeah, what's that about? Because I definitely want to, any chance I get to pay down the principal, like I'm
Yeah,
doing that for
that
sure.
was the main thing. It's just to make weekly contributions towards your principal. So in return, I think it was 10% of your mortgage. Pay 10% each week into your principal, and it'll cut down your mortgage by 15 years if you do that.
So a lot of banks don't let you do that. Like,
I think they'll penalize you.
yeah, they'll penalize you, so you'll have to make sure your terms are not like a closed term.
I guess it depends on the mortgage, right?
Yeah, it
Like
depends on the
what?
mortgage. It's not
Yeah,
it's not all mortgages that let you do that. It's called like
yeah,
a open or closed term or something like that. So yeah, be careful if you want to do that. Then make sure.
yeah, yeah. Don't go over.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, definitely pay off that principal ASAP.
like I have to wait until my 5 year refinance. I have to call them to make sure, but I have to wait to do like my 5 year refinance to be able to pay anything extra. Like
Are you gonna refinance or
well, you have to, man.
are you talking about your mortgage
Yeah,
getting the interest rate? Okay.
yeah. Like I have to, you know, after that 5 years, and then but then you can do things right. Like I could probably negotiate to like pay down like $50,000 on my home or something like that.
Yeah. It was pretty interesting. I was considering opening up because I have a company RSP, and I was gonna open up a line of credit for my personal RSP, and then use that for um, my property purchase.
Use your line of credit.
With the RSP, a personal line of credit for RSP, which has a lower interest rate.
So how does that work? I didn't know your like. How does that work? RSP
So,
and that.
so you can take out a loan for your RSP from the bank,
Like against your RSP, like the value of it.
not against it. Just open up a new account for your RSP basically, and then they'll give you a loan out for your RSP.
Wow. And you can just invest that.
And with that you can withdraw into real estate because there's first time home buyer incentive, so you can withdraw from that RSP account, and then you'd be borrowing from the bank on with a lower interest fee for the RSP account, and you'd essentially have to pay back that RSP within 15 years, I believe. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's another loan that you can get for your first time home buyer incentive, and first time home buyer incentives. There's an there it expires in about, I think it was 10 to 15 years or something like that, and then you can redo the first time home buyers again 10 to
Wow.
15 years later and take advantage of that loan again.
Wow. So just to get this straight, this is a credit loan. Like they're giving you credit, or
It's
you're
essentially
taking money out of.
taking money out, and you're basically taking money out of your right pocket and putting into your left pocket
Okay.
with because you're paying back to your RSP, which goes to
Yeah.
you when you retire.
Okay. Okay. I understand.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But then again, there's another one where they'll help you with 5 to 10% of your down payment, but they take a portion of your equity upon sale, which is what I don't like. So I'm gonna opt out of that one. I'm not gonna do that one. I kind of want 100% equity when I sell.
Yeah, no, definitely. Stay away from sharing those profits, those sweet profits.
Yeah. But I guess if you're in a sticky situation where you don't have a down payment, then I guess that would help you. But yeah, definitely check out that first time homebuyer incentive of withdrawing from your RSP.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a 35K limit.
Holy shit.
30K limit or 35K limit. And you can just withdraw that tax free and just invest it right
But
into
is
your
it
down
like,
payment.
does it has to be first time home buyer, so I have to like live in it?
Exactly.
Okay.
It, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And and then once you live in it over a year, then you can sell
Mm-hmm.
without getting penalized with capital gains tax.
Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, so I'm still eating, but oh, what
Yeah,
the heck?
it's kind of interesting we're having this conversation because I've been in like the biggest dilemma like the past week or 2 weeks.
What happened?
I'm just trying to which I'm very bullish on crypto, but at the same time, with the current climate of real estate in Canada, I'm very bullish on buying at low prices now. So like I'm trying to figure out which investment vehicle which will in return like
Yeah.
would be the best, like have the best percentage of return. So I'm just like in a pickle with that.
Well, the best thing to do is to keep exposure to both the best you
Right?
can. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you how I'm doing it. So it's the same way I did this last year with my other place. Is I don't sell any of my crypto. I consolidate it into like collateral. Hold on. The stream. I think the stream stopped. I was streaming. What the fuck?